Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Pokebro Nation. I'm Brian.
And I'm Max.
And today we have a standard matchup for you. We got Turbo Dark versus Quad Lapras, which Quad Lapras is an up-and-coming deck. It was played in Australia Regionals recently.
Did okay.
Yeah, and they're only running 4 Lapras. So,
That's it. No
yeah.
shaming. Can you believe that?
So, our friend saw the list, and he had picked up some Laprases recently, and he wanted to make it. So, Max is playing Chris in this match.
And I'm playing Turbo Dark here.
Just good old-fashioned Turbo Dark.
Just literally is 2 Eviltal with Oblivion Wing, where you attach 1 Dark and get 1 Dark from your discard pile and do 30 damage. 4 Darkrai with the Dark Pulse. And I think a Hoopa and 2 Shaman. It's pretty...
You're not running a Fright Knight or anything like that? Okay.
I was thinking about it, actually.
Yeah.
I might put one in there. Just thinking about it. The whole point is I run like 12 energies. It's kind of like just Darktina, but just avoiding enhanced hammers and all these double dragons and just getting what I need as soon as possible, honestly.
So Lapras has 3 attacks. It has, for 1 water energy, it's draw 3.
It's collect.
Yeah. Then it swings for
160.
160.
Blizzard burn.
You can't attack your next turn.
Right.
And then you have the GX attack that hits for, what, 110 or 120?
100 Ice Beam GX.
Just 100. And it's paralyzed.
And it's paralyzed. It's very okay.
So,
I think Chris uses it or just uses it here, very strategically here.
So, the one problem I saw with this deck, just right off the bat for Lapras, is that you give up a lot of mulligans. So you want to go first and hopefully end them down, so that way you're not giving them a huge advantage.
I think Chris plays 2 Judge in his list, which I think he'll even like a little bit better, just because you're like going down to 4 cards.
I mean, the other option is to run like Red Card or something. That way you hit it, you can still play your Sycamore.
I haven't seen Red Card being played in a while, honestly.
Yeah, I think Red Card would be a very good tech, like maybe one or 2 in this deck. I mean, damn, you could always run Delinquent with it and send them down to 1, because this deck takes a while to build up, you know?
Yeah, so, I mean, I think Chris only runs like 2 Max Elixirs just to even like relatively speed up the deck.
He's not running 4?
No.
Okay.
I don't know why. He's literally running that list that the kid from Australia ran.
So, I would probably say run 4 Max Elixirs, 3 Energy Switch.
At least. I think he runs the 3 Energy Switch, but I would say 4 Max Elixirs.
He also runs, what, 2 Switch, 1 Escape Rope?
I think he runs 3 Switch, 1 Escape Rope, because he was absolutely just out of his mind switching against me.
Yeah, so to some degree in this deck, you want to run a lot of switches. You want to run a Pokemon Ranger so you can do that 160 attack again.
That's your main attack.
Yeah.
Fighting Fury Belt, hit for OK 170.
And he's running hammers with it, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so...
Oh, yeah. That's why I'm powering up this little baby Eviltal here.
Right, so the deck itself relies on disruption of your partner. Team Skull looks like.
I think he got rid of like 1 energy.
Yeah, that's
still
good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, he gets to look at your hand and see what you got.
Oh yeah, I mean, of course I was a bum and I was like, I don't want to show you my hand. And Chris was like, show me that hand, bitch. I was like, ooh, okay.
So you run what? Probably 3 or 4 crushing hammers, 2 enhanced hammers.
Chris runs 4. He just runs the 4 crushing, 2 enhanced,
2 flare grunt,
2 flare grunt,
a skull grunt.
Yep. I think that's the only like real big disruption. I think Chris is just going for more like the energy disruption. But of course he got a bad matchup against a deck that just
can accelerate.
Well, yeah, and I'm gonna let this baby Eviltal just sit here and.
So did he play test this against any of your other decks at all, or is it just this deck? He played against what, Persimmon?
Yeah, I was about to say he played against my Persimmon Raichu deck with Mew, and I just absolutely wrecked him. I mean, I'm not saying that, but like he just wasn't shoveling well, and I was just set up. I mean, just playing my Skyfields.
Right,
and
your deck's significantly faster than, say, a deck like this.
Right.
Well, I mean, this deck can be pretty fast too, the Dark deck, but it's really dependent on if you hit your max elixirs or not.
Absolutely. What I do there? Playing everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I needed to. It's Chris. Sorry, just having too much cards in his hands off.
I think it's absurd that he can just leave out a Lapras like this, you know, like the whole game.
I think Chris and I were kind of watching the video earlier, and we're like, I think I could have won earlier.
Maybe.
I just didn't notice, and I think we're just talking and nonchalantly just whatever.
Yeah, I think
I could have killed him earlier, but
I played against his deck, the Lapras deck, with my Mega Caesar deck, and I just outpaced his damage.
Yeah, I mean, the whole deck is just based about drawing cards and disruption. It's literally like a Wailord deck, 4 Wailords, but it's just you can attack here. I think Chris runs like what 11 water energies, so it's like
I'm not sure.
It's pretty crazy. I saw a Wailord Decidueye deck on YouTube. I was like, ew. People these days, man.
You already know how I would run Wailord.
I know.
With what's that stage 2 water Pokemon? It just came out.
Prim?
Yeah, Primarina.
Yeah.
I would run Wailord Primarina with max potions and. Yeah.
Just heal.
Yeah, just heal the whole game. Just stack some
Heal
heals.
bomb and
play some disruption cards and just have them deck out. I guess I don't know.
And here, Chris just misplays honestly. And I literally tell him in here, I'm like, dude, he just plays a nest ball for another Lapras. I'm like, Chris, you should have attached to the fighting 3-buff to the benched one, but. He noticed it, but he's also like very new to this deck, and I've obviously played Dark forever. So
we were having the conversation. Do you want to play Nest Ball or do you want to play Dive Balls?
I said Dive Ball.
Just because you can put it in your hand.
You can put it in your hand. You can discard it if you need, if you need to. Price, I don't know. Just having whatever. I mean, I know Chris doesn't play Shaman or anything.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. Yeah.
If he just wants to get out of his deck to
so
get better draws or something.
I guess if you want to run some sort of other attacker in the deck that's not water, you'd run the Nest Balls. But if you're just running all water Pokemon, just run the Dive Balls.
I think Chris makes a pretty good player. I think he Flare Grunts and hammers, I think. But
yeah, well, of course.
I think I top deck an energy or something, or maybe even a switch and just go back into my Oblivion. At this point, I'm not really too worried because Chris misplays and doesn't get rid of my energy on my little baby Yultall.
Hell yeah, okay.
But he's playing well, honestly.
Right, I mean, this
is how the deck's supposed to run. It's just supposed to be draw cards and disrupt. I mean, I think Chris should play puzzles in this deck.
To get his hammers back.
Hammers back, a Flare Grind, it's an extra Seeker or 2.
A
stadium, Rough Seas. I mean, like I said, Chris runs 4 Rough Seas. I mean, and I've had my Reverse Valley out there for a good 2 or 3 turns now.
Right.
Which isn't good on his part. But it's good for my part, obviously, because I'm swinging for an extra 10 damage. So pretty good.
So how is a deck like Lapras going to do against something like Decidueye Plume or something?
Absolutely garbage.
Yeah.
If the Plume Decidueye player goes first, I mean, I would just rest in peace.
Yeah.
It's just Plume, Item Lock, you're playing hammers. I mean, the deck list is just
there's not enough draw support for the Lapras to hang in there.
Yeah, I mean,
if it goes first.
Sure, I mean, you can attach an energy and draw a bunch of items that you're not going to be able to play. Because I know Chris doesn't play a Hex Maniac.
Right.
And that's what I think me and you were telling him, like, Item Lock's pretty meta right now.
I mean, you could just run Garbodor, honestly, with this.
Sure.
It'd be fine.
Right. Like, just, it's whatever Klaczynski did, but he played Toad Garbodor. I mean, he had an attacker.
Right.
But that's all he ran was literally Toad Garbodor.
Yeah.
I mean, you go run Lapras Garbodor and be fine with it.
So
couple energy switches, couple max elixirs.
So when I was playtesting Mega Caesar, Garbodor, man, if I got the Float Stone down, I was in good shape.
Right.
Get the Spirit Link down.
When you were playing,
Float,
last night you were playing that Lurantis Plume deck that I made.
Yeah. I think
you got
I think extending the Garbodor line to a 3/3 with 3 floats is.
And your Caesar deck?
Yeah. It's going to be infinitely better.
Yeah.
Maybe add one more Caesar because right now I run a 3/3 line of Caesar.
You'd rather have like a
4/3. Yeah.
Do you have a 4/3?
No, I figured pick one up. Shout out to MLG. Gonna come get a Caesar from you guys.
Yeah, sure. We'll see you in probably a couple days.
So,
I think right now I'm just, excuse me.
Yeah.
I have energy in my hand. Chris is pretty upset because he's constantly playing Team Fire Grunts. And like I said.
Right. I mean, you're outpacing his.
Well, here's the thing. Like, sure, like my Oblivion Wing Yveltal has this energy on it, but Chris should just keep constantly Flare Grunting and hammering my active.
Or he should Lysander out.
Because he just keeps an energy on, and I mean, sure, he might not know I have an energy in my hand or what, but I also play 12 energies.
Yeah. I mean, did you get a float down on your hoop at this game?
I do. And
Okay.
It's right. I just kind of whatever.
So, yeah, he can't Lysander stall you and then play his hammers and stuff.
No, I even have a Floodstone on my little buddy there in active, my little evil tall there. I mean, it's there.
So I'm not sure what you could do to make this deck better. You know,
Lapras deck?
Yeah, like run like what, Shaman's Garbodor or something with it and try and bounce off.
I just say
or something.
Shit, don't even run it at all. Honestly, I don't like the list. Honestly, I mean, you need to run something with it, and I told Chris that, but
when I saw Lapras get printed, I thought of it as a tech card.
Oh yeah, like Water Box, like with all the new like Aqua Patch coming out the next set in May. Like
you run a bunch of Ninja Boys, you run a bunch of Water Pokemon,
Glaceons, Regice, Manaphy. I mean, it's just like it's better as like a 1 of or probably just a 2 of.
Yeah, just depending on what the meta is, you know. Because like you only need one. The GX attacks only works once.
I think me and Chris were actually talking about like he could make this deck better if he got rid of the Max Elixirs and just made Max Potion Aqua Patch. Because you just get the energy off, heal, and then you can Aqua Patch. And then I said run puzzles, and you can keep running your hammer, sure. Just like limit your switch cards down or something. Or
I mean, damn, why not run Max Elixirs and Aqua Patch? You know,
that's just absolutely turbo. I mean, yeah, I made the list of this Turbo Darkrai expanded with 4/4 Dark Patch and Max Elixir.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I got like 7 energies one day.
Right, and you're running Shamans and Hoopa and stuff. Like he wouldn't like in a Lapras.
Yeah,
right. Right.
He's just not getting anything out too.
Well, I guess the collect card's really nice.
I mean, sure.
Dude, I'm just so surprised that the Lapras can just hang in there for, you know, a whole game like that.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point. Is just having like Team Fire Grunt, Crushing Hammer, and of course the E-Hammer's absolutely not necessary against me, but just in the general reality, like Chris just wants to stall, and he wants to like maybe mill you or just attack, draw some cards, and obviously play hammers and stuff, and switching just to like manipulate.
I guess one way you can heal and you can switch and let your Rough Seas kind of do the work, you know, for you.
I think Chris finally found a Rough Seas about 2 turns ago. It's been a while.
So just some
I think Chris should have gone for the active here. I mean, I can't even see from here, but like 9 energies on my board, maybe like 8.
Yeah.
At this point, Chris is running out. I think this is like his last hammer. We were talking about. We're like,
good luck.
I think I just went through his discard pile. Like, oh, dude, like you played like 3 hammers already and only hit 1. Like,
so just a housekeeping note for Pokemon Nation. I think we're gonna do a series called King of the Hill for Expanded.
Oh yeah, I think we're about to actually do some of that today.
So
here we go. Played very well here. I agree with Chris. So this was a very good play. Live Center's up. My Darkrai, 2 energies, and then Ice Beams.
Paralyze, yeah.
He gets a free knockout. I've already played my Switch card. I've already played my Escape Rope at this point. I played 1 Switch, 1 Escape Rope in this deck, in the Turbo deck. And like I said, I just pass. I don't think I have anything in my hand. Just maybe I'm just sitting on something, but I'm not too worried about it. I think I just bring out my Oblivion Wing Evil Tall and just kind of like keep going.
Yeah, like, hey, what's he gonna do, Lysander again, you know?
I mean, at the same time, I'm kind of stalling him because I think it's funny to get all these energies out. Like,
well, you want to go for a one-shot in this situation, you know?
Right, and
he can heal
I can't do it, too, because Chris also has, like, 190 HP, and if he belts, it's 230.
It's pretty absurd, honestly.
It's pretty absurd. I mean, literally, it's like a little Wailord. I mean,
yeah.
It's good.
So,
I like Lapras, like what Brian said, as a tech. Like, Water Box, like, you see Manaphy? It's $13, just regular art.
Told you.
It's crazy, I know. And I got rid of mine in Fort Wayne. I'm just like, ugh. Course.
So yeah, the King of the Hill video series. So what we'll do is we'll have someone make an expanded deck, and then a challenger will come in, and the winner will have to keep that deck, and then whoever lost will have to go and make another
deck. Deck you're about to play?
So yeah, we'll give you guys a little hint.
I'm gonna give you. I'll give you my list. We're about to start out.
Yeah, go ahead with yours.
Me and Brian were kind of fooling around last night, and I was playing Toad Bats, and I was just like. Sure, like it seemed fun, like super scoop ups, getting a bunch of damage on the board. Then I just like Brian's like Toad Decidueye.
Might as well just keep it.
And Brian's right, like
keep it out there.
I was just playtesting about an hour ago. I was like, wow,
it's broken.
I like triple Decidueye out my second turn. I had a Toad with DCE and which is item locking.
It's like Vileplume, but only on their side. It's nice.
Right. And it's nice. And Brian, we were actually talking about that when you were playing your deck yesterday. You were like,
yeah, I'm sitting there item watching Trader's Mail. I'm like, yeah, this is not fair.
This is not fair. I was like, yeah.
So I'm playing in a very obscure deck. It's called Doublade Ariados.
There's the hint. I'm ready. It's gonna be tough. The deck is absurdly good, y'all. It's pretty good.
Right. So
very quick.
As long as I don't hit up some grass matchups, I'm good.
Yeah, and the decidueye, I was actually you were pointing that out yesterday. If I wasn't noticing it, you just would have let it happen. But
no,
Ariados' Poison Nest actually does not affect the decidueye.
Yeah, any grass Pokemon.
Or any grass Pokemon.
Right.
I was like, ooh.
So
did not notice that.
I guess way around that's hypnotoxic lasers and stuff, but
right.
But yeah, you guys will see that in one of our other videos. So
oh yeah, we're going to be making plenty. I mean,
look for King of the Hill series.
King of the Hill. It's slowly going to be like King of the Hill.
Brought to you by Fox Propane.
Propane.
Roll motherfucking bother.
That's just a great show, guys. Shout out to Lee Daniels though.
Yeah, he's getting his book learned in.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
God, what's he doing? What is?
He's studying to be a samurai. I mean, a engineer.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Is it like what, mechanical?
Engineering?
I'm not too sure.
I don't know, dude.
I don't know either, man. He just does. He does
his thing.
He does it, man. I love the kid, man.
So card of the day, Tauros.
Yeah. It's actually kind of good. Remember we were just talking about that? It's okay. It's funny.
It'd be a lot better if it was 2 energy, not 3.
Right. So like we were talking, what we were talking about? Like playing Mew with the Dimension Valley, like sit on the bench.
Yeah, you could Mew Dimension Valley one turn, that piece of shit. Like,
well, here's the thing, and like, yeah, you just soak up a bunch of like fighting theory about the Mew and just soak up, and then you just do the whatever that attack is. I'm not even worried about it, but it's pretty good.
So you can hit for 330 if you flip.
I think it does
10 times.
Yeah, so
3 times.
As many damage counters. So if you have like 100, or you have like 10 damage counters on it, it has 110 HP.
No, it's like 30.
You flip for every counter, you get 30 times. It's really good.
So you can potentially flip. On the Mew, you can flip 11
times. Or with the belt, 16.
Okay, so 16 times 30.
Maybe 15, I'm not too sure. But it's, you guys get the point. It's pretty absurd. Maximum output, 450 damage, guys. 450 damage. It's pretty good. I think here...
It's 480.
480 damage,
with the fucking Quee, 500 damage.
With the Kukui.
Right.
Man. Professor K, man. Shout out to Professor K.
Dude, fuck that guy.
God, that guy's St. Louis, man.
No,
he was awesome.
Don't fuck that guy. Fuck the real professor.
Yeah. Sun and Moon, man, like, goddamn. Just fuck that guy.
So is Professor Oak older or younger than 151? And then I think he's younger.
Yeah.
Did we already talk about this?
Yeah, we were talking about this for
Alright, fuck this conversation.
Glad you brought it up, though. Good memories. I think at this point, I have, like absurdly, 11 energies on the field. Like,
he's played all of his supporters.
I think Chris has a lone Lapras.
Yeah.
No, he's got one.
He's got one in the bench.
He's got one. That's not secret rare.
Might as well have one up.
But, I mean, I'm just dark pulsing. I think Chris and I did the math. It's at least 200 damage. I'm not too sure. Like, this Turbo Dark deck's pretty good.
You're two-shotting because of the stadium.
Absolutely. And Chris has a fighting theory belt on there, so it's like, I'm going to Dark Pulse, and he's like, oh, I'm like, still not enough. That's why it's pretty good. Like, you stall a little bit, collect cards, and you just hammer away, but...
Hammer away, have a nice day.
And he did not have a nice day. But we all had a good day, though.
Alright, guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share.
Comment.
We'll see you next time.